been talking about this rivalry. Is Ricky ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Ricky. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And here we are with the third shot. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with a 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
A little birdie look in here.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Yeah, that mighty shot was certainly worth a move up the leaderboard. Let's see what it's done. Currently 1 under for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well played, mate. The third hole at TPC Summerland has been converted from a par 5 down to a 4, Rich, which makes this second shot much tougher.
Second shot across the ravine to a green that's surrounded by bunkers. Should you find the green in two putts from there will be just fine. But watch out, big numbers abound should you start missing this green out to the right.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Go in. Was on a good line. No, that's too bad. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That's frustrating.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And currently leading this tournament is Tony Finau. Lovely playing.
The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards. He really got that one out there. Fantastic drive.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
If they can sink this, they'll pull ahead of Fowler. This could get interesting.
That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last.
And he'll move into the top 10.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Why don't we catch up with Rickie Fowler?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look. Looking better.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a staking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, this looks pure.
And gets that putt of distance to go.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
He's currently tied for 2nd. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie.
Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there's a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has, and whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging, he's affable, he looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
He's currently sitting in 2nd. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Setting up miles from the hole.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Currently 5 under for the round. The ninth at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Going with the hybrid. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action. Setting up here with a very long putt. Terrific shot, almost an eagle. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 6 under. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Tell you what, they've got their rhythm going there. That's another green in reg.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Putting for birdie.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And that will drop in for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole. Par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
And he's down there.
He's got roughly 105 yards here. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
A nice approach shot there, pin high inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, good look at a birdie here.
On a nice line.
Super shot that. And that will take him to 8 under. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Looks to have opted for the 8 iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with the tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently in 4th place.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Now 2 shots up after that one. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here. Must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. That's tidy. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Putting for birdie here.
Starts off on a good line.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Oh, well played. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Going with the 5-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
And with that hole behind us, let's have a look at the contenders
and the Pretenders. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid.
That's inside the house of opportunity. And this putt is for an astonishing score of 58. That'll be a good result. I know it didn't go down, but it's just a tap in. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.